Okay, one more before I go to bed. So, just the start of a run, not a whole run here. I chose Scarlet Orchard with one fewer Cornerstone and forbidding consumption. So this one, pretty, um, pretty challenging. I find you'd think that this wouldn't matter, but when you get used to using the consumption controls, it can be pretty brutal. So I won't do a whole run. I'll just do half of it tonight and then more tomorrow. I think this is a completely unimpactful forest mystery, wild growth. It's just whatever. I'm on P4, by the way. Someone suggested I try P4, so I'm doing that. And then at 2, resistance decrease, gathering speed decreased. Okay. I can not gather. I can just destroy all the cysts, so these don't really matter that much. This is a little annoying. Insatiable hunger. I rarely get up to this hostility these days. So I'm starting with some food, coal. Fuel is pretty important in these maps. This is a funny map because there's some weirdness about... I think there's like no meat or something like that. Yeah, there's no natural meat or shrimps. So that makes the meat and shrimp buildings much worse. So I think what I'm looking for, since I'm below the building cost level, I don't have to worry so much about buildings for constructing building mats. Let's see. As I'm getting more and more into this, I'm really finding that it really deeply matters who your species are. Like, the fact that this gets a specialization bonus really matters. It's not just some minor little thing. This one doesn't. It does matter. I guess because it's like a better building. Pots are interesting because they both like pickles. So if I could solve fuel, and a bar recipe is interesting. And this doesn't do anything for me based on what I have right now. So yeah, based on the species, I think the stamping mill is actually pretty interesting. Some people like to wait to see their orders, but I don't need that. I think Forester's Hut is crazy. Take that. Then, this is interesting. Definitely the press over the kiln. I like the kiln conceptually, but the press is incredibly way better. Granary is also in contention because I would really like to get a pickled goods recipe. And if I don't take it, I don't have a food recipe. I've just got flour orphaned here. But press synergizes with beavers. What's in my starting glade? I have roots and stone. So that's pretty good. And I have a million shrimps right now. Can shrimps be in pickles? No. So the stamping mill makes it a little interesting. Kiln, in my experience, has been very subpar. Not that I have anything that inputs into the press right now. I've got roots, herbs, rocks, roots, shrimp. And the trees are all one type that gives copper and some fabric. So really only this 5% fabric is feeding into the press right now. So maybe if I don't get something else, maybe I don't take press. This is making me lean towards the kiln. Synergizes with my lizards. Yeah, it makes a fuel. Can boost it with stormwater, and it also is a brick recipe and jerky, which is my only food recipe. So I'm going to take kiln. Now I like to try to do this early, lay out my settlement. You always want a rain collector, even if you're not with foxes. Just get it on the board. I always forget to look at my meta resources before I start a game. I think it's better not to use the Ancient Altar early in a Queen's Hand trial. I'm going to try to avoid using it unless it's life or death, but I'm going to, definitely evaluate when I'm at near rep 3. Gotta have a trading post. Always trading post. You can build it near your warehouse since it doesn't matter. I always put the woodcutters camps max because I want them right away. I always put the paths -1. I'm going to want the blight post pretty early. This I don't want until I get... I must have gotten a bonus to start with bricks or something. Where my 10 bricks are coming from. That's very nice. So I'm going to need the workstation. Shouldn't forget that you can move these for free. These workstations. So camps. The rock camp usually matters quite a bit. It matters less right now because I have stone starting. I have bricks, which is nice. So I can make the kiln right away, which I will do. Let's do priority 5, kiln. Stamping mill will take longer. This is sort of a speculative pick because I don't have anything that really relies on it right now. I did take the forester's hut. Okay, so that's it. I don't think there's anything that requires me to... This is useless right now. There's nothing that requires me to do anything crazy. I guess I can start pumping my lizard. Right, okay, favoring is blocked. God damn it. This means a lot less rep is going to be gotten from resolve. And I can't mess with consumption controls. So I think we're going to get the kiln online, and then we're going to let it rain. So it's a kiln is high up there. Workstation's necessary because I need it to create the other things. And then just beaver it up. I might even make a 3rd woodcutter camp, just because I have so many beavers. It's kind of unnecessary, but... why not? It's lovely that you can just destroy them. The only thing you lose is time of builders, which can matter a lot, but... So I literally have only beavers, so probably will not use all of these. Yeah, I've gotten in the habit of orienting my settlement so that the warehouse is towards the top of the screen for whatever reason. Usually 2 woodcutters camps is the correct number. I find 3 is usually unnecessary. various reasons. But live a little. I think when your maximum upgrades in a normal map, 3 makes more sense, but Queen's Hand Trial, you're never like so flush with resources that you can run 3 woodcutters camps in the beginning. Getting trading post up, always really important so I can see what's going on. Number of builders is an interesting question. I think you always want at least one. But yeah, sometimes having more feels good. Roads is also a funny one. My habit has been setting these roads, the defaults, to -1, and then if I have the opportunity to make a better road, I'll put it at 0. Okay, so the first choice. So we've got newcomers bring more stuff, or caches lower hostility. I'm going to say caches lower hostility. I don't care that much about this stuff, and we have no hearth levels. And I think lowering hostility to 15 points is not super big, but it's alright. That was the effect of that modifier that you see. I bought the extra Cornerstone so that I had 2 instead of 1. Having 1 Cornerstone really blows. Having a choice of at least 2 really feels like, if you don't do that, what are you doing? So what do I need? I need, I want to build this, and I need bricks and planks. Planks, really. So I want to make planks. And I've got plenty of wood. So speaking of plenty of wood, choke my settlement with impossible to place buildings. I actually might want to cut down here since there's sort of more space down here and it's easier to open this glade. Now, will I open this glade right now? I'm not sure. Maybe. This can start happening. Okay, so orders. This would be the time to do it. The rewards are pretty good for this. This gives me dudes, which is never bad. I really like this to finish. Better than getting dudes. Okay. My roots are nothing I can use. Thank God that I have 3 guys now. The first 2 settlements we have no trade routes suck. Clay, flour. So, pretty whatever. Still worth getting my post up. I'm pretty decent on wood now. I really want to populate this, so I'll go down to 1 man per camp. I have plenty of wood at the moment, so I want to make sure my coal, I never run out of that. out of here, shelter. The rain collector should be the first thing I build. Favoring one fewer cornerstone. When you have one guy, you can chip one tree at a time. When you have multiple guys, they sort of bunch up, and one tree they can't really handle. You have to kind of expand the number of trees that you're targeting. I should choose these orders. So, meh. This is kind of meh, but Wildfire Essence is good. That's like 2 automated rain geysers. 2 dudes is good. Stone Clay is very nice, but this is a lot. It's going to be pretty late in the game when this procs. This could proc soon. I never want to give up ancient tablets in this map. Every ancient tablet is precious. I do not like the 3 packs order very much, but I am going to take it over the ancient tablets order. I'd like to get Wildfire Essence, but not at the cost of a tablet. This is pretty trivial. But how much better is this? This is better because it gives me dudes, and I really like having dudes. This is probably easier to get done. I don't have to choose now, though. So I think I will open this. If there's a crisis, I'll just deal with it. Let's get some provisions just because I need to have some provisions. Could make the stamping mill, but it's just sort of meaningless right now. Okay, this glade's gonna open. Here she blows. For provisions, I need quite a bit of them. Okay, well, that's good. Wow, Sea Marrow, that's clutch. Farm fields, holy moly, what riches. It's just whatever. This is a trivial one to do. This is nice. So if I wait 2 seasons, 8 minutes, I won't have time to do it. I don't have foxes. So it should be bury the entrance. I guess, yeah. These are really nice rewards, but I don't want to go up all that hostility. Anything that gets you through the door is a win. I shouldn't be making bricks here. Shouldn't be making bricks here. I should not be using wood there. I'm a little tired, so I'm making some mistakes clearly. Sign to go to bed. So this, I will never cut those stones because I'm going to be cutting those guys real soon. I always try to place a hearth first, so that's kind of hard to do. So it looks like my hearth is too close here, so I will not be able to place a hearth in this glade. So it's awkward for this farming equipment. And the pump. I'll be placing a forester's hut here. The warehouse then would make sense like here. Although this is the other hotspot for the warehouse, but that's fine, I think. So let's kick this off. So now I don't need this one anymore, really. Can leave this over here. I like to try to empty these out when I get the chance so that I can destroy them if necessary. If you don't empty them out first, then yes, a nothing penalty. Okay, I think we're safe because this is going to complete well within time. We've got senior deposit, which eventually might allow me to break this cache. Forester's hut, a small warehouse. I'll need fabric and bricks. You're already pulling the bricks, I hope, though. So what have we got so far? We've got interesting kiln run so far. Hopefully I pull way more lizards so I can make them happy. I've got the stamping mill waiting in the wings for value to be made of it. I should definitely make some more shelters. Shelter our people. A big shelter would be good. It's always tricky to see if something is actually in the zone. That shader is sort of funny. I'm in an awkward place, but there's not a lot of good places for it right now. I have this PAX order. I have to turn it off. It forces him to deliver it. Yeah, this season's no good for those things, for trading routes, but hopefully next season's going to be good for trading routes. This shouldn't even be here. This is sort of an oversight. It should be here. Much better. No hearth room. Yeah, so the hearth is going to go really here is the best place for it. So I would think I should drill here And here, this is sort of my next attack for woodcutters. Unfortunately, they're going to be really far from the warehouse, so if I'm really thinking ahead, maybe I can put some reinforced roads to get them there faster. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. You have a good night. Hopefully I get some good sleep tonight, and so do you. Sleep tight.